Start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future.
The majority of people have been dreaming of going into space for a long time. Some still think that it's not happening anytime soon, but big companies are actually competing to launch the first civilians into space. Today, we are going to celebrate the fact that commercial space travel will happen in 2021. Yes, you heard that right. It seems that while 2020 was by and large a challenging year, it was a rather triumphant one for the international space industry. One of the reasons for this is that several companies and initiatives are competing to launch the first civilians into space. It seems that the inspiration for may be the first civilian space travel mission in partnership with SpaceX. And if all goes according to plan, the world's first 4 civilian astronauts will launch in 2021. On the mission, 3 of the 4 seats will be awarded to civilians, with billionaire Jared Isaacman taking the 4th. 1 seat will go to a frontline healthcare worker, another to a small business owner, and the last will be given to someone who will be chosen at random from donations made to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Isaacman, the CEO of Shift4 Payments, is donating the first $100 million to the fundraising effort. But with each donation made to St. Jude through the campaign, they do hope to reach $200 million. I know how lucky I've been in my life. I've gotten to experience a number of great things. And you know there's just an awful lot of families that sadly aren't even going to be in that situation. And we just have to do something about it, Isaacman said. This mission will use the same Dragon vehicle that was successfully docked at the International Space Station with 4 professional astronauts in late 2020. We gotta mention SpaceX as well, which will be the first company to win the civilian space race if Inspiration 4 materializes. The company has also been announcing several space tourism partnerships that hope to launch in the next few years. Civilians will use the Dragon capsule that holds up to 7 astronauts. But the initial flights will only take 4 people to space at a time. Another big company thinking about commercial space travel is Axiom Space, which is building the first private space station where space tourists can potentially live in space for several days in the future. For now, Axiom is launching its first private crew mission to the International Space Station in 2021. Once civilian space travel starts, there will be guided by professional astronauts. These initial missions provide training opportunities for the space crew and companies. The first initial civilian spaceflight is planned for early 2022, and 4 people will fly to stay at the International Space Station for 10 days. Space Adventures is an American company that offers private space flights to the ISS and eventually even the moon. Since its founding in 1998, the company has sold several other spaceflight-related experiences, like simulated zero-gravity airplane flights. And unlike their competitors, Space Adventures has sent space tourists into orbit as well. They've been responsible for over half of a dozen paid trips to the ISS that made use of a Russian spacecraft. Most recently, they booked a launch to the space station on Russia's veteran Soyuz spacecraft, which is set for December 2021. The mission, dubbed Soyuz MS-20, will fly with a lone cosmonaut and 2 space adventure tourists. Space Adventures has arranged another path to get paying customers into space as well. They recently announced a deal with SpaceX that will put 4 space tourists in a SpaceX capsule and send them into orbit around Earth. And of course, there is Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, and they do have to be mentioned. Blue Origin will be offering low Earth orbit flights from its Western Texas launch site. The New Shepard rocket system will take up to 6 civilians to the fringe of space above the Kármán line for 11 minutes. Passengers will arrive 2 days before the flight to undergo training. While in space, passengers can experience the zero-G weightless experience and look out the large windows to see space and Earth. Civilians will re-enter the Earth and land in the desert near El Paso, Texas, in the capsule via a parachute. Prices for this space expedition are not publicly available on the Blue Origin website. However, there have been some rumors that indicate the ticket is at least $200,000 to $250,000 per person. Are you going to travel in space? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from us. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. See you in the next video, and thank you for watching.